Horrible Bosses, directed by Seth Gordon. Essentially what this movie is about is there's these three friends played by Jason Sudeikis, Jason Bateman, and Charlie Day. Kurt, Nick, and Dale, and they have horrible bosses. They have...
I like the tone with that.
Is in the title. They have these jobs. One works for a chemical plant, and he really likes his senior boss, but he really hates the boss's son. And the senior boss dies, therefore, now that's all he has to deal with. Jason Bateman works at a... What does he do in that movie? Something really ill-defined. Something where he has to wear a tie.
Yep. Hoity-toity.
Yeah. And his boss is played by Kevin Spacey, and he's just a mean dude. Not much else going there other than he's very unpleasant to be around. And then my favorite one is Charlie Day is a dentist assistant, and the dentist is played by Jennifer Aniston, and she is just wildly inappropriate at work, and
she is sexually harassing the crap out of him.
While he wants to stay faithful to his fiance. So together they hatch a plan to off each other's bosses in a strangers on a train, throw mom off the train sort of style.
With the Jamie Foxx.
With Jamie Foxx playing Expletive Jones. In a very fun role, I think. I kind of had a lot of fun with him. And I had a lot of fun with Colin Farrell, who played Jason Sudeikis' boss, and Jennifer Aniston playing kind of out of type.
Very out of type.
Especially Jennifer Aniston. It was so nice to see her do something that isn't the girl next door.
Yeah, that was very raunchy.
Yeah, I loved it. Unfortunately, Jennifer Aniston's character seems the least developed of the boss characters. Her plan, whatever plan is, seems really ill-defined. They don't really talk about her about midway through the movie what they're going to do with her, and it kind of feels like the movie doesn't really know what to do with all these characters. I like Scream 4 a little bit. It spends a lot of time wasting time in the middle act. I think they're kind of, okay, we need to go to this house. No, wait, you should go over here, and I'll be over here, and it's like the movie doesn't know where to be, and it kind of feels like it falls off the tracks a little bit. But considering all of that, I laughed. I laughed pretty consistently. I think it's a little too light for a dark comedy, and it doesn't quite know how to handle that genre as well, and it's not nearly as smart or as clever as Throw Mom Off the Train, which the movie, I think, sort of wants to be. It's like Throw Mom Off the Train meets Office Space meets Date Night, with a little bit more date night than the rest of them. So I give it a B- because I enjoyed it, even though as a movie goes, it probably wasn't totally successful, but I laughed.
First of all, you're giving props to a Billy Crystal, Danny DeVito movie?
Yeah, Throw Mom Off the Train. Very good
movie. Okay. Maybe I'll rent it. I kind of felt the same way about this. Laughed my butt off. I definitely give it a B+ just because it was hilarious. I thought things developed probably better than you did. I don't know. There were time-wasting stuff I didn't notice too much because I was enjoying the movie greatly. Really loved Charlie Day. He was just great. I love him.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Love him from that. So I was just like, I'm okay with whatever.
The chemistry between the three leads is very good.
Very good. Jason Bateman did well. I love his interactions with Kevin Spacey, just because Kevin Spacey is just so vile. I mean, he gets him to, he forces him to chug the scotch, and then the meeting he's like calls him an alcoholic. It's just, it just gets worse and worse. And with the actual execution of the plan to kill their bosses, that gets convoluted and kind of lame.
Yeah.
But everything leading up to it is just the way they just have a lot of good interactions. Like they're, the restaurant's talking, and they're like, just the way they talk is fun, and then they completely ignore somebody and he gets all pissed. And it's, I don't know, it's fun.
So B+?
B+, definitely worth checking out. I was glad I went to theaters and paid the full price for it. Kind of stuff.
So at least worth the rental.
Yes, definitely worth renting.
I would agree.